Oh, hello. Welcome. I started to have a coughing fit just as the timer was going down. I was just like, oh no, oh no. Of course, and as you have a coughing fit, and then of course your nose starts running and all those wonderful things that go on. Welcome, everybody, as I tell you what's going on with my nose and everything. Welcome. My name is Mary Jane Tracy, psychic medium, spiritual love of life coach, coming forth to you to give you the 411 on the shenanigans of the planets. What? Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's cray time. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for this cray time? Are you ready for the shenanigans of the planets and bringing in the 411? Well, I want to explain a few things on how the energies are coming in and how you may be feeling them. A couple things before I get started. It's a new moon. Yeah. So if you want a new moon reading, definitely get a hold of me. They're $25. You'll get your reading within the next 24 to 48 hours. So you'll get the reading from there. And I'll send it to you through to your email or on your messenger. The other thing, what else is going on? Yes, I have the spell casting starting at the end of the month. It's 6 weeks. It's $25 for each week. You can pay $25 for each week, or you can just pick and choose which one you want to do. We also have meeting the archangels is coming up in February. So meeting the female archangels. So working with the feminine divine energy of the archangels. And it's $222 for that course. It's going to be a weekend. It's going to be a Friday night, Saturday, and all day Saturday and Sunday. So it's going to be where we are going to be attuned to the different female archangels and learning and working with their energies. So we're going to be working with quite a few different energies. It's beautiful energy. It's not overly intense, and not like the karmic release, which will be happening in May. So they want me to do it in May. So that'll be interesting because then we're coming into the eclipse season. So it's probably something there that they want done during the eclipse season for you to release. So if you haven't done the karmic release, it's going to be happening in May. And that one is, it's pretty intense. This is the first, I'm the second year in a row I'm doing it. Last year was the first time in about 5 years that I actually taught it. So this is bringing in because there's a lot of transformation and change. Now, let's get into the 411 on these planets and what's going on. Because right now in the sky, up there in the stratosphere, we have this energy of the moon coming in, and we have the sun. Now they are going to be at 9:01 Pacific Standard Time, 12:01 Eastern Standard Time. That is when that's when you're going to get this new moon. Now the moon then we'll go it'll meet up Pluto, but he's going to be off course. Now the thing is that right now in the sky, how it's working is that we have Saturn in Aquarius. Now where they're meeting on this new moon is where the Mafia brothers met all through last year, 23, 22, 24 degrees. They were all playing around at that time at those degrees. Now, with that energy of those degrees, that's where it was structure. What Pluto or what Capricorn wanted was to get things done. What do you need to get done in your life? What do you need to put together in your world? What do you need to let go and organize and do? Now that Saturn has moved into Aquarius, now that comes into the collective. What you have done, how can you bring it out to the world? How can you bring it out to others? Okay, because Saturn is now here. How can we bring this out? And right now, everybody is answering to Saturn, meaning where the planets are and making aspects to Saturn are having to answer to Saturn. And when you have to answer to a planet, they want answers, right? Saturn wants answers. He's going to tell you. He wants to have these answers. So it's where all of this information is coming in to Saturn. Now, going back to the moon is not happy in Capricorn, right? And he's with the sun. The sun's not really happy there either. But we're supposed to follow the sun, and we're supposed to follow the sun's rules, right? We're supposed to follow the energies of what's coming in about the love and the life, and this energy of following our heart. And following, with Saturn is wanting to bring in some structure, some kind of, this is what we want to bring out to the community. And also what rules with Aquarius Saturn is other people's children. How do we want to connect with others and bring in that community of the children and of teaching the children? The moon is like, I don't know if I really want to follow those rules. I got to think of something. If I want to, I will. Because the moon will go off course after this. And he will meet up with Pluto. But off course means that he's not going to be really on that ecliptic, and he's going to be just around, the Tropic of Capricorn, the Tropic of Cancer. That means that's where he goes when he's sort of off course. So he's kind of lingering there, watching things on how things are going to go as he will move into Aquarius. Pluto being there, and everybody else has left the party, and Pluto's sitting there at 24 degrees, and the sun is going to come up and meet him, and the moon is going to pass over. And there's things that with Pluto he looks at, and he's looking around what's going on after everybody left. What still needs to be done? What is hidden in the closets that maybe wasn't cleaned out, that was supposed to be cleaned out with Saturn and Jupiter? So it's like this cleaning house came in. This moon is going to highlight a lot of this, as Mars is squaring Jupiter, squaring Saturn, and has all of this energy. Because you got to think of all the energy that was pepped up with Mars went into Aries. So when Mars went into Aries last year, he went in, and then at around 15 degrees, he slowed down to go retrograde, right? Or that's when he was coming into that shadow phase. So he came in and he went up to about 15 degrees, started slowing down all the way to 28, went retrograde, went all the way back up to the 15 degrees. So during that time, he got all this energy all pepped up inside of him. And last week on Wednesday, he hit 29 degrees. And we saw some of the crazy things that happened last week with that 29 degrees Mars. But he's got all this, and he's going towards, this energy. He's going towards this energy of Uranus, who is chaos and new directions and bringing in newness. And wanting to bring in, and we have this energy that's coming up with this new moon, and we have this energy of Saturn squaring there. So there's things that need to be set in motion, that need to be put together. So we got to get a hold of this energy to go forward with it. Okay? So because Mars is coming up, and by next week, around the 20th, 21st, 21st, anyways, that's sort of a unique day. That's the inauguration, is that they're going to come together. We're going to start to feel this motion right after this moon. So as this moon coming into the 13th, the 14th, the 15th, we're going to start feeling this pent-up energy of let's get going. This is a bull charging, because Mars has gotten the energy. Mars is going forward. The moon, it's the last new moon in this cycle for this year, meaning of the astrological year, because the new year starts on the spring equinox, springtime, newness. We're coming in, and then in February we have the metal ox coming in. So we have all of this other energy that's going to be coming in February. We're ending the year. We're ending the year of the rat. So of finding new directions, where to go. and this energy of this bull. So you got to think, a bull is just, Mars is, he got out of that, all of that pent up energy that he did during retrograde. All of this energy was there, and it's at 29 degrees, and it hit, and it just like erupted, and then he went into Taurus, and now he's motoring on towards Uranus. So there's transformation and change that's going to happen like this. How unique, this uniqueness, this energy that's going to be coming in. This is where with this moon is saying, where do you want to start putting the energy towards? There's an opportunity here for you to put, where do you want to put your energy? What is it that you have accumulated or learned over the last while that you want to bring forward? What is it? What is that energy that you need to do? And this is where this energy is coming forward, right? So we have a lot that's going to be coming up from possibly November, last July, even things that are coming up from around 2019, because of the way this cycle is going, right? Because of where Jupiter is, and Jupiter going into Capricorn, and then Capricorn into Aquarius. So we have energies that are going to be coming up because these guys started to meet in and around 2019 also. So we have this energy that's going to be coming up of, is there any unresolved issues or things that you have been having to deal with or have not dealt with? You might find them coming up. Or, with the Mars energy too, it might be that, okay, I've been really working hard on this. This is where you're going to find momentum to go forward with it even more. So there's this energy that's coming in for us to actually utilize. And yes, we've been feeling tired, exhausted. I know the last couple of days I have been exhausted. I've been extremely tired. I know people who are getting migraine and having migraines, who've never had migraines before. There is energies that are coming in that are really having to do with our nervous system. Taurus works with the neck. So it's like, you got to look at where are you tensing up, because the neck, is the supportive energy of the head, right? So it's like if you have whiplash, if you're all tensed up. So this is coming down and coming into the energy, and we have to dive down. And we gotta dive down. We gotta go down deep into this energy. It's like a big wave, and I wrote this on my Facebook, this big wave coming in, and you can't, there's a toe that's coming in that you can't run away from it because it's gonna pull you. We don't want to pull you to craziness. But as it comes in, if we go down into it, come into it and do some breath work. And as we come into this energy, and with this new moon, we're able to allow ourselves to become more grounded, more focused. And this is so important for us. This is so important for us to really look at these parts of our lives on what is going on. Look at parts of our lives that, why are things reappearing in our life, right? So there might be things or issues that are coming up that are just unresolved. And little parts that just need, like cleaning out that closet, and you forgot that space, or it was a party and you thought you got everything from the party, but there's still a cup. Somebody put their beer cup with a smoke in it up in the closet or up in the corner, and you just like, oh shit, okay, that's there. That means I still have to have things done. And Pluto's going to hold you accountable. He's going to say, are you really ready for this? And bringing in this resolution. I got to get a drink of water here. So we have this it is a lot of energy that's coming in, and it can be very overwhelming for us. So here's the other part too, is that you got to watch your own mental well-being, your own health when this comes in. Because it's very difficult to dive down deep into issues and dive down deep if we are not prepared. So this is also where we have to really honor ourselves with that. Now I'm going to bring up a share here of my workbook that I have done. Oops. No, it's not. A couple workbooks that I've done. I've done the Enchanted, there's a divination workbook that you can get that I have done. But there's also the one to work with this moon and this energy. So I have the new moon and full moon workbooks. And I have not changed that on my one website. And I just noticed that today as I was talking to somebody in my in trying to make myself organized. Yeah. Astrology classes, astrology books. Okay, hang on. Bear with me with this. Because in this workbook, I have different questions on, you can create as many, doing different affirmations that make you feel abundant and loved. And Capricorn being, this is steadfast energy. This is what you want to create to bring out to the world. And that could be, the world could be your family, could be whatever you consider the world to be, right? So that's what I mean by the world. So let me bring this share up, share the screen. Applications, there we go. Now you should be seeing this on your screen right now. Now the talks about the Capricorn. This is my, this is the Capricorn new moon. This is my, let's see if it'll switch over. This is, this workbook that I did has to do with different planetary alignments to work with. So Mars enters Taurus, and it's going to be in Taurus from the 6th to the 3rd. Things to consider during this time, and what makes you stubbornly dig your heels and refuse to give an inch. So that energy there, and then we have Mercury enters Aquarius till the 15th because he'll be going retrograde at the end of the month. With that, so we have this booklet too. So this booklet is breaks down more of the planetary energies that are coming in and working with the different planetary energies. Venus with this is February 1st, and Venus is going to be coming back into Capricorn at the end of the year to retrograde. So there's this booklet, but this is the booklet, the other booklet I have. And it's important right now to note that your life's work may not be your career. It may be, but it can also be as so many other things, like raising children, your garden play, the play you write as a hobby or spiritual path. So look at the things that are happening in your life, because a lot of times people get hung up that, it has to be a certain thing. It could be many things that you are working on at this time, and many things that have to do with your hobby. So this is looking at the foundation. I'm going to pick out garden here. So with gardening, with the garden one, this could be that you're planning your garden for next year. So this means that you're planning something for next year, for this year. I mean, for the springtime, what are you wanting to plant? What do you want for your garden? And this is understanding. Once we understand where we want our focus to go, the next step is directing it to it. And that's what the Capricorn and with Pluto's going to ask you, are you sure? Are you ready? Do you know if this is what you want? So questioning is going to come in with yourself. So you have to know, you have to say, yes, this is what I want to do. Especially saying no without guilt can be very challenging. So learning how to know what this is what I want, this is not what I want. And you're going to find that this new moon energy and the energies with the squares, there's going to be challenges that are coming in to challenge you in areas of your life to make sure that is the steps you want to take. It's like, where have you been compromising? Is there somewhere in your life that you have been compromising? So it could be, let's do an example where if you go camping or if you go out, maybe there's a certain sleeping bag, a certain mattress that you want to bring. Are you going to compromise on those things when you go out into the wilderness? Are you going to compromise on maybe your vehicle or anything like that? So looking at the things, what are you compromising on? And is that something that you really want to compromise? Is that what you want to compromise on? So this is looking at parts of your life and what you want to bring forth and where you want to bring the energy forth into your life. What does it look like? What does it feel like? I am not going to compromise. For me, am I going to compromise on my coffee? Fuck no. I drink Starbucks. People may not like Starbucks. That's okay. But I'm not going to compromise on my coffee because that is something. I'm not going to go to Tim Hortons just because, right? I'm going to go with something I know, right? And that's the important part. I'm gonna, wear, like, when it comes to my perfume, there's different perfumes that I like. I'm not going to compromise and go buy a cheaper version of my perfume because I really love a certain perfume. So right now I have a few ones that I love that are from Dior. I love them, right? So this is parts that you have to look at. What are you going to not compromise on? And that's where the challenge is going to come in with Pluto. And with the moon going a little bit off course, it's going to say, do you really? Because that's your internal. Your moon is your internal. And where they lie in your chart is going to tell you what's going on. Where does that lie in my chart? Where is that, in my life that I really have to look at? And where do I got to get the energies out? So this is a time of grounding. This is a time of soul searching, of going in. And we're in this energy. This is 2021, baby. This is 21. And we got a lot of shit that's going to be coming up like crazy because it's got to come out to the collective for transformation and changes. So if you are wanting to get a new moon reading, get a hold of me. They're $25. You will get them within the next 24 to 48 hours. You got to give me some time here. I already have quite a few of people who have ordered them already and who bought them through the auction. So those will be coming out later today and tomorrow, and then the other ones will be coming out. Those who've ordered tarot horoscopes, your tarot horoscopes are going to be coming out later this week into the weekend. Probably Sunday will be when you guys will be getting them. So a little bit late this month. So lots going on. I just got that I need to pull a card for you guys. So let's pull something. Page of Cups. Page of Cups, coming into this newness, new emotions that are going to be rising. This energy with the Page of Cups allows us to, there's that fish there. Renewable source. What is that? What is that newness that's coming in? What are those new ideas, these inspirations that are coming forward? And with the Page of Cups, how am I connecting with my creativity and my spiritual nature? It embodies the ethereal magic that comes from celebrating your inner child. How are you celebrating yourself, and how will you celebrate yourself with this new moon energy and taking action within your own realm, in your own life? There you go. Have a blessed one, and sending you guys out so much love. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for being a part of my community. May the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all that you say, in all that you be, in all that you do. Blessed be everybody. Thank you.